Hey superstars, it's Hannah Bell here. Welcome to my channel where you'll find workouts, wisdom, and world travel. I'm a former professional soccer player with a passion for the power of the mind and for helping others achieve greatness and fulfillment. And welcome to Virtual Vacation, the series where I take you with me all around the world. And for today's vacation, we're going on a European cruise to Spain, France, and Italy with my family. So let's go. We have just arrived in Barcelona and we are surrounded by stunning Spanish architecture. What's interesting is there are conflicting theories about who started this civilization, whether it was the Carthaginians, the Phoenicians, or if it was the mythological hero Hercules. But we do know that Barcelona has historically been a trading center, which means it's been influenced by a lot of different cultures. And today it remains a cultural hub for trading, traveling, and trying all kinds of foods, which means let's go eat. The first place I'm taking you is Bubble Piggy Bubble Tea and Souffle Pancake. And we're going to try the famous Japanese souffle pancakes in the matcha flavor. And here is my sister making an aesthetic food video for us to enjoy our pancake. And if that's not sweet enough, I'm also going to take you to Luciano's, which is gelato. And this place is completely moon themed. So pick whatever flavor you want. In fact, comment what your favorite ice cream / gelato flavor are. I'm going to go with the Dubai chocolate today. But if you are more of a savory kind of person, I recommend getting tapas. Tapas just means small plate, and you can find tapas restaurants all over Spain, and each place has a unique flavor profile and different combination of small plates. So, enjoy! Now that we've had some fun on land, let's hop aboard our ship. We're going on a celebrity cruise line ship called Ascent. And you'll find lots of activities to do here. There's going to be karaoke, trivia, tons of shows, plenty of places to eat at, and you'll enjoy the beautiful interior design that they poured their heart into to make this ship so beautiful. I'd also like to mention that there is a gym, but I don't think you need all that fancy equipment if you just want a quick movement in. So if you'd like to just loosen up after a long day of travel, you can check out my Get Up and Move video that I did on this very cruise ship, and it's in the description below. And out of all the dining experiences, the one I recommend the most is La Petite Chef, which is a very unique interactive dining experience. If you'd like a little taste of what it's like to dine here, I also included that link below. This trip is absolutely going to fly by. So for each day, we're going to visit a new port. The first will be Cannes, France, and then the next several will be completely all in Italy. It will be Portofino, La Spezia, and Civitavecchia. We'll also make a quick stop in Rome. I'm only going to take you to the very best places though, so let's go to Cannes. Now, welcome to Cannes. I just want to stop here to go to one bakery to get one croissant that's going to absolutely blow your mind. This croissant features a chocolate caramel cookie and it's stuffed with more chocolate on the inside. So delicious. But I promise that's the last bit of sweets we'll have on this trip. Let's go to Portofino for some pizza. And there's a chance I might have forgotten to save some for you. There's just a little square left, so here, please enjoy. This pizza has the absolute perfect balance of crunchiness and fluffiness. It's got that amazing cheese pull. The ingredients are so fresh, and it is a true, fabulous Italian pizza. Now, on the last place I want to take you, let's go ahead and jump over to Rome. And now we are in Rome. Welcome to Rome. Today we're not deep diving into any history or going on tours, but we will be doing some sightseeing. All right, so first, the Colosseum and Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps, and of course, the Vatican. Even if you aren't going on a tour and learning all sorts of incredible facts, which I love to do, this is just a quick sightseeing trip. So please enjoy the breathtaking architecture and appreciate how these structures have stood the test of time. Now, that cruise just flew by and we are now back to Barcelona. We're going to spend a little bit more time here and then head over to Madrid. In Barcelona, there's one more thing we must do, and it is go on a ghost tour. I love ghost tours. One, it's just very interesting and exciting and spooky, but two, you always learn a lot of great history. On this specific ghost tour, I'm going to take you to a special bridge. So this bridge, you'll notice something very interesting. There's a carved skull on top. And legend says that if you walk under this bridge and look directly into the eyes of the skull, it will steal your soul. and the only way to get it back is to walk backwards through the bridge and then back through again without looking at the skull. Now, my sister and I were feeling a little gutsy, so we might have stared into the eyes of the skull. I quickly recovered mine by following the rules, but she didn't have a problem because she claimed to never have a soul to begin with. One of my favorite pieces of history we learned on this ghost tour, and I'm going to share with you now, is the story of Antoni Gaudi. Antoni Gaudi was a prominent architect in the late 1800s, but his story had a very significant and powerful message. So he had contributed a lot to the architecture in Barcelona and was very famous, but near the end of his life, he became very depressed as he had lost a suspected lover named Gell, who was another architect. And of course, being in a very low mood, he was dressed really shabby, didn't keep himself up anymore, and one day he accidentally got hit by a train. Now, he didn't die on impact, but he was severely injured, and he sat there for days as people walked by, assuming he was a homeless man, not helping him, until one day somebody did bring him to a local cathedral. One of the nuns said, "Do you know who this is?" Because she recognized him. No. A nun recognized him, and she said, "Do you know who this is? This is Antoni Gaudi." And the man was shocked. And unfortunately, Gaudi was not able to be saved because he was sitting out there for so long. Had he been taken earlier, his life would have been saved. And it's an important lesson to make sure that you are always treating everyone with love and not to be blind to other human beings. But there is also an interesting story here too. I feel that Antoni Gaudi's spirit was showing me lots of love as well, because I did visit the Sagrada Familia, which is Antoni Gaudi's unfinished, massive, beautiful cathedral. Well, in that cathedral, there's a nice gift shop where I found a mug that I became obsessed with. And I said, I'm gonna buy this mug. So I picked it up and I dropped it. And it shattered everywhere. Everyone around me gasped. I was very embarrassed and I said, I'll pay for that. Of course I would. But then one of the staff members came over and very gently put their hand on my shoulder and say, "It's okay. It happens all the time. The box is not very secure anyways. Go ahead and get yourself another mug. Come on, we'll ring you up." And I did think it would have been fair to pay for 2 mugs, but they didn't let me. And I thought that maybe the spirit of Gaudi was showing everyone, once again, in many ways, remember, always be graceful, always be patient, and lead your life with love. Thank you, Gaudi. So, like all things, our trip must come to an end. We are nearing the end of our trip, but not before we get to see Madrid and make 2 day trips. First, we're going to go to Toledo. Toledo features incredible ancient Roman grounds. Here you can just walk around and try to get a sense of what life was like. Of course, it has changed so much, but to be standing on the ground where you know so much history has happened, it feels very special, so take it in. We are truly all connected in one way or another. That's how it feels to stand on grounds of significant history. So, very beautiful. Let's go to Segovia. More ancient history, of course. Now, Segovia features a fabulous aqueduct. What I did learn is that sometimes the aqueduct was actually used as a gateway to a city. So, of course, it needs to be very flashy and beautiful. But it also served its purpose as a properly functioning aqueduct. Now, Madrid. This is going to be our last stop of the trip. But it's not really an end, it's just a new beginning. Thank you so much for traveling with me. I think traveling is truly an enriching experience, whether you're exploring local places or you're going all the way across the world. I love to learn about the people, the culture, the food, the history. It just completes your view of the world a little bit more every time. So thank you very, very much. And just remember, every positive action you take, like enriching your mind on a vacation, is a contribution to your health, success, and happiness. And even better, your success is contagious. So when you help yourself, you help the world around you too. So thank you very much for watching. And please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.